just about to start working with them more closely and creating our group poems, and yeah, that's where we're at.
So we had our kind of big drop-in session where we were sort of enticing people to the project, and then today we had our first proper workshop with some young people that turned up. So we're officially at workshop 2, about to do workshop 3 and 4 tomorrow and Thursday.
Right about now at Netherhall School, we started off with a group of about sort of 20 students, and we've kind of done a couple of sessions together. We're now at a kind of dividing point where we're actually going to break into a group of 8, which are going to be the students which are going to go on to the Shake the Dust semi-final here at the garage.
It's been great. It's been a real mix of some performers, writers, and some good team players. So it's interesting getting those different, working with, because they're relatively young, they're 12, 13, but finding there's some great performers, there's some great writers, and getting them to meld together has been interesting.
The young people that have showed up are brilliant. Cannot fault any of them. They're just wonderful, kind of engaged, exciting, and seem to be very hungry for this sort of knowledge, which is nice. So yeah, it's good.
They're great. They're good. They're good writers. They're creating lovely metaphors and images and similes and some of the exercises we've been doing, and yeah, they're really good. They're really into it. We had a really big group of people at the beginning who wanted to be involved.
Yes, often. I mean, they basically have 2 preconceived ideas that come in. Some of them understand that rap is poetry, but then they obsess about rap. So we have to kind of break that down. And others come in with the usual notion of trees, flowers, and Wordsworth. Not that there's anything wrong with Wordsworth, but you know what I mean. And so we have to kind of tend to meet in the middle, I think.
And there's a kind of party line which says that most people are like, oh, I hated poetry. I thought it was all dead owls and winter. And then I arrived and I was like, wow, blown away. It's like, no, I don't necessarily feel that was. If that was the case with my kids, they didn't show it. They were just like, yeah, all right, let's do this. Like they never ever hesitated for a second.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we had a bit of. I just only want to do offensive rap stuff, and I'm trying to wheedle them out of that. I think is a little taxing, but we're getting there.
It can be a challenge, yes, just what they perceive poetry to be and how they've been taught it, perhaps. Luckily, our team are pretty open-minded. I think they seem to be anyway, so which is really nice because it means that the poetry they have done in school hasn't put them off entirely.
Trying to get everybody on a level playing field, I think it's because we're not in a scholastic environment. It's pulling from a very, very, very wide spectrum, sometimes with even massive language barriers. So it's putting everybody in the same even keel, which will hopefully be achieved by the end of this week, so that then when we're meeting on a regular weekly basis in the lead up to the final, everybody is kind of at the same stage.
As always, it's just a question of keeping up with the class. You give them a bit of work and you go like, oh, okay, you can do that. All right, let me see if I can find something more difficult for you.
The biggest challenge has been getting them to work as a team, because there's some talents there, but a lot of them just want to, they want to spit their own bars out, and getting them to actually coalesce as a group has been the biggest challenge.
I really liked it when this girl, she came and for our kind of final slam thing to decipher the 8, she'd written a whole new piece and she'd learnt it. She had no paper, and she just did it, and it was a bit of a wow moment from everybody. Everyone was like, oh, that's what we need to be doing.
Look, all great, but I think the best bit's still to come. I think it really is. It's actually now in seeing these kind of collaborations come together. I've enjoyed all of it, but we've not hit the name of the road. It's not. And then now being at that point where they're going to kind of collaborate together and form that kind of unit where we can draw on everyone's strengths is kind of like, it's really exciting.
The greatest moment has been the guy who would otherwise have possibly been sent to a Young Offenders Institute, but he didn't, and the teachers have been saying that he has been the best behaved he's ever been in our class. So, you know, it's not just about the poetry, it's about making a difference to somebody's life as well.